In the whirlwind of everyday life, balancing work, household chores, and childcare can be quite a challenge. For Sarah and John, a couple who both work full-time from home while also taking care of their 2 kids, the struggle to maintain a harmonious household can be particularly daunting. Sarah often finds herself juggling a multitude of responsibilities, and despite their strong connection and active sex life, she feels there's room for improvement in their partnership when it comes to housework and shared expenses. Sarah's daily routine is a demanding one. She wakes up early to ensure the kids are ready for school, preparing breakfast and helping them get dressed. After the children are off to school, she dives into her remote work, which, like John's, requires her full attention and effort. Amid the hustle and bustle of her day, she still manages to find time for her own well-being by committing to a regular workout schedule. One of the things that has been bothering Sarah is the division of household chores. At the start, John used to help make the bed in the mornings, but recently, he stopped doing so. His clothes now pile up on the bedroom floor, and he seems generally messier compared to Sarah. This growing disparity in their cleanliness standards has become a source of frustration for her. She longs for those small acts of thoughtfulness, such as her partner noticing the dishes in the sink and lending a hand without her having to ask. Financially, they have divided the expenses somewhat unevenly. Sarah pays half of the rent and covers her phone bill and their internet service, while John handles the electricity bill. However, there have been discussions about sharing expenses more equitably. John mentioned wanting Sarah to contribute to the electricity bill, which she hasn't done yet, as she believes they should split all expenses equally, including groceries. This financial imbalance is another point of contention. Despite these issues, Sarah acknowledges that their sex life remains vibrant, and they've been making an effort to spend quality time together, particularly during the weekends when the children are asleep. Still, she can't help but feel overwhelmed and tired at times, which can affect her mood and potentially strain their relationship. Sarah knows that addressing these concerns with John is essential for the health of their partnership. She doesn't want her concerns to come across as an attack, nor does she want to initiate arguments. She is seeking advice on how to approach John, with the hope of fostering a more equal and harmonious household. As Sarah contemplates the best way to address these issues with John, she recognizes the importance of open and honest communication. She decides to pick a calm and opportune moment to express her feelings and desires. Here's what she plans to say. "Hey John, can we talk for a moment? I've been feeling a bit overwhelmed lately with all the responsibilities at home, work, and taking care of the kids. I really appreciate the times you've helped out, like making the bed in the morning, but I've noticed it's been less frequent lately. I was hoping we could find a way to share the household chores more evenly, so it doesn't all fall on me to ask for help. It would mean a lot to me if we could both take initiative in maintaining our home. Regarding our finances, I know we've discussed sharing expenses differently. I think it might be a good idea for us to sit down and work out a more equitable arrangement that feels fair to both of us. That way, we can both contribute equally and ease some of the financial stress. I also want you to know that I truly value our relationship and the time we spend together. I've enjoyed our recent late-night hangouts after the kids are asleep, and I hope we can continue nurturing our connection. Lastly, I want to apologize if my mood has been off lately when I'm overwhelmed and tired. It's something I'm working on, and I appreciate your understanding and support. I love you, and I believe that by working together, we can make our home even happier and more harmonious." Sarah hopes that by framing the conversation in a caring and constructive manner, she can convey her concerns without making John feel attacked. She believes that mutual understanding and collaboration can help them overcome these challenges and strengthen their relationship. Communication, after all, is the cornerstone of any successful partnership, and it's the key to finding solutions that work for both parties. Sarah's heartfelt conversation with John left a significant impact on him. He had been unaware of the extent of her struggles and concerns. After their talk, John took some time to reflect on the situation from his perspective. While he appreciated Sarah's willingness to communicate openly, he realized that he needed to be more attuned to her needs and the dynamics of their partnership. He recognized that they were both working full-time from home, even though his job often kept him on his feet, which might have contributed to his previous lack of involvement in household chores. John thought back to the early days of their relationship, when they were still dating and living separately. At that time, He had been more proactive about helping out with cooking, cleaning, and other domestic tasks when they spent time together. However, as they moved in together and their lives became busier with work and kids, it seemed like those good habits had fallen by the wayside. As he contemplated Sarah's requests for a more balanced division of labor and shared expenses, John realized that he needed to make some changes. He didn't want Sarah to feel like she had to carry the weight of their household responsibilities alone. He understood that small acts of thoughtfulness, such as making the bed or helping with the dishes, could go a long way in making their home life more pleasant. John decided to take proactive steps to address Sarah's concerns. He started by acknowledging that he hadn't been as attentive to the household as he should have been. One evening, after the kids had gone to bed, he sat down with Sarah to express his thoughts and feelings. "Sarah, I've been thinking a lot about our conversation, and I want you to know that I really appreciate your honesty and vulnerability. I hadn't fully grasped how much you've been juggling every day, and I'm sorry for not being more attuned to your needs. I love you deeply, and I want our home to be a place where we both feel comfortable and supported. I understand that I've been slacking in the household chores department, and that's not fair to you. I want to change that. From now on, I'll make a conscious effort to help out more with cleaning, tidying up, and taking care of our living space. I don't want you to feel like you have to ask me to do things. I'll take the initiative. Regarding our finances, I agree that it's time to revisit how we share expenses. Let's sit down together and work out a fair arrangement that takes into account both our incomes and responsibilities. I want you to feel like we're truly sharing the financial burden. I also want you to know that I value our relationship immensely. The late-night hangouts we've been having are some of my favorite moments, and I'm committed to making more time for us to connect and unwind together. Lastly, I want to be more attentive to your moods. I'll make an effort to notice when you're feeling overwhelmed or tired and offer my support and understanding. I'm truly grateful for your love and patience, and I promise to be a better partner in all aspects of our life together." John's sincere words touched Sarah's heart, and she could see the genuine commitment in his eyes. She felt a wave of relief and gratitude knowing that he was willing to make positive changes for the sake of their relationship. Part 3. Working together. In the weeks that followed their heartfelt conversation, Sarah and John made a concerted effort to put their words into action. They realized that maintaining a harmonious household required teamwork, communication, and compromise. They began by setting up a shared calendar that included not only work-related commitments but also designated times for household tasks. By planning their chores together, they ensured that neither of them felt burdened by an overwhelming workload. Sarah no longer had to carry the mental load of constantly tracking what needed to be done. John also made it a habit to check in with Sarah regularly about how she was feeling. He paid attention to her moods and made an effort to provide emotional support when she needed it most. This simple act of mindfulness made a significant difference in their day-to-day interactions. In terms of finances, Sarah and John sat down for a thorough discussion. They reviewed their income, expenses, and savings goals. After an open and honest conversation, they decided to split all expenses, including groceries, utilities, and rent, evenly. This arrangement not only alleviated Sarah's concerns about fairness but also fostered a sense of financial partnership. As they continued to work together to create a more balanced and harmonious home life, Sarah and John discovered that their relationship grew stronger. They shared their triumphs and struggles, laughed together during shared meals, and cherished the moments when they could relax and enjoy each other's company. Their efforts did not go unnoticed by their children, who observed their parents working as a team and supporting each other. The kids, in turn, learned valuable lessons about the importance of cooperation and open communication in a relationship. Part 4. The ongoing journey. Sarah and John's journey toward a more equitable and harmonious relationship was not without its challenges. There were still days when fatigue and stress got the best of them, leading to minor disagreements. However, they had developed a strong foundation of communication and understanding that helped them navigate these moments with grace and empathy. Over time, Sarah and John's home became a place of shared responsibility, love, and mutual respect. They continued to prioritize their connection, ensuring that their late-night hangouts and intimate moments remained a vital part of their relationship. By taking the time to nurture their bond, they found that they were better equipped to face the everyday challenges that life threw their way. Their story serves as a reminder that a successful partnership is built on more than just love. It requires effort, compromise, and a commitment to understanding and supporting one another. Sarah and John's journey was a testament to the power of open communication, empathy, and a shared vision for their future together. They knew that their relationship was a work in progress, but they were determined to keep working on it, day by day, hand in hand.